Hi, I'm Christian Garnett, and I'm your host today for What's Happening. I'm joined by Anastaci Pacella and Tara Vargas Wallace to discuss A Way with Words, which is a poetry event that starts on May 21st in Hyannis. Can you tell me more about this event, how it began?
A Way with Words is a tribute to George Floyd and others who've lost their lives to police brutality. We were, I don't want to say like approached by, but I suppose that works, by Rachel Devaney, who really, she's a local photographer and writer, and it was really important to her that our community acknowledge what's happening in the world. And so we joined up with Amplify POC and Polyphonic Studios to produce this amazing event. Tara, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I know last year it was really powerful. I felt like it was an event where the whole community was able to come together and sort of heal through all of this, racial trauma and racial injustice that have been plaguing communities of color for centuries, but for some reason, because it's now spotlighted in the media, and we're seeing it before our eyes, people are more enraged over it. And I think the murder of George Floyd really sort of highlighted that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's an ongoing thing. It wasn't like this blip, and so I think that was definitely a part of why we wanted to mark the anniversary and then continue this going. It's still an issue. Yep. Even if it's not dominating the news cycle right now.
Right, exactly.
Tara, you were from Amplify POC, which is obviously stands for People of Color. Is there anything you'd like to tell me about Amplify POC?
Sure. So we actually just completed our strategic planning. So we just rewrote our mission and vision statement. And so basically, Amplify POC, we are a nonprofit racial justice organization committed to eliminating the racial wealth gap, which are disparities in assets across race and ethnicities. And we do so by removing barriers created by systemic racism. We promote racial equity by providing accessible resources and education that enhance visibility and increase sustainable ownership opportunities that impact communities of color. And our vision is an end to the racial wealth gap on Cape Cod and beyond, where communities of color have economic power, increased ownership, and wealth building opportunities in innovative and dynamic ways. So that's Amplify POC.
Great. And Anastaci, would you like to tell me anything about Cordial Eye and how it relates to this event?
Yep. So the Cordial Eye is a community arts nonprofit that was founded in 2019. And we strive to use the arts and arts education as a tool for building community belonging and expanding the definition of who belongs on Cape Cod. Culturally, we have this story that there's no people of color on Cape Cod, and it's not true. So this event was one that was a natural fit for us to be getting on board and helping produce, to be highlighting the stories of people of color here on the Cape.
Great. So as I said before, this event is on May 21st, but I did not state when. It is from noon to 5 p.m. and it is taking place on the Hyannis Village Green, correct? What's the sign-up process? Do poets have to register, or, well, how do poets get involved?
We already have a lineup of our about 10 performers who are Cape Cod and Boston-based performers, but I do think there's going to be an open mic towards the end. So if there's a POC poet who wants, or musician who wants to show up, they can come and we'll make some space for them towards the end of the event. Or after the performances. I don't think the performances aren't going to last for 5 hours. So they should come. And when the performances are wrapping up, we'll make space for open mic.
So there's no way for additional poets to sign up prior to the event. It's at the event.
I think so. I mean, send us an email, get in touch with us beforehand. Either myself at info@thecordialeye.org, or yeah, how about people can, yeah.
I should say
Vendors
that
can contact me though.
Okay. And how would you like them to contact you?
Yeah, so part of the other part to this is we are going to be hosting Amplify POC vendors. We're going to have a vendor market at the George Floyd Spoken Word event and the Away with Words event. And there'll be anywhere from 15 to 30 vendors. And if you're interested, if you're a person of color and you own a business and you'd like to vend at our event, please contact me at info@amplifypocCapeCod.com. Thank you.
One more thing. So like I said before, this event was created by Cordial Eye and Amplify POC, but it was also co-created by Polyphonic Studios. What can you tell me about them?
Polyphonic Studios they're a production company in Buzzards Bay, run by Marlene Peters, is he the front man of the Groovalados? Is that how he would be described?
I think so. Yeah. Morgan Peters. He does a lot of wonderful things out in the community as well. He's on the Human Rights Commission and heavily involved in like the local NAACP and stuff. But yeah, he's the owner of Polyphonic Studios, and they also have a band. And they just dropped their album, I think, like a week ago, 420. So really just got a lot going on, but they're wonderful. They're a great group.
Awesome. I should also mention that the event is free and all are welcome. And before we end this, is there anything else you'd like to tell me about the event or about yourselves?
Just come on down, come enjoy the event, come shop from vendors and listen to the spoken word artists who have such beautiful and heavy healing words to say. And I think that it's beneficial for all to come down and listen and spend some time with the community and just engage in community and be in this space with all of us. It'll be I think emotional, but also freeing. It feels good to heal with others, and I think it's beneficial for us all. So come on down and join us.
I hope they do. I'll try to make it myself. Sounds great.
Yeah.
So Tara, Anastaci, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm your host, Christian Garnett, and this was What's Happening.
Thank you.
Thanks.